So we're at the model of the temple during the Second Temple period here at the Israel Museum. And of course, right there you can see the temple from the time of Herod, 1st century AD, 2,000 years ago, in the time of the Lord Jesus. Over there would have been the royal store where the high priest would have been housed. And you can see here the court of the Gentiles would have been here. And of course, in the middle there would be the court of the women, and within that would be the court of Israel, and then the temple itself separated into the holy place and the most holy place. Over there would be the Antonia fortress where the Roman soldiers would have been housed. And then adjacent over there would be the pool of Bethesda mentioned in the Gospel of John chapter number 5. And then if I can make my way over here, because we have other tour groups coming over here.
Ok, pessoal, vamos começar então. Nós chegamos num dos museus mais
over here would be the entrance, the southwestern corner, the southern corner of the Temple Mount. The triple gate would have been there for the entrance, and then adjacent to that would be the double gate to exit. And make our way around over here. And you might be able to see a little bit better from over here. So you can see the Hulda gates, the triple gates there. And to the left would be the double gates where they would enter out. So the triple gates to enter, the double gates to exit. And of course, you can see right there would be the Kidron Valley that would separate the Temple Mount from the west from the Mount of Olives to the east. So being on this platform over here would be some of the Mount of Olives, if you will. And the Kidron Valley would be right there. So we're going to just make our way around over here. And we're looking at the temple from this side. Now we have a better view here. If I can zoom in here. Now we have a better view of the southern area of the Temple Mount. And again, you can see the Hulda gates from over there and the double gates on the opposite side. And what's interesting too is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it that well. I can't really zoom in much, but you can see the arch, the bridge that would have came out from the southwestern corner of the Temple Mount to connect to the lower city. And you can still see the remains of that bridge today protruding from the southwestern corner of the Temple Mount. On the upper corner of the top of the southwestern corner of the Temple Mount, that's where the men would go up to blow the shofar, the herald the coming of the Sabbath, and they found the remains during, in the rubble of the temple destruction, where it would say Lebiat HaTakiya, to the place of trumpeting. And the original one is here at the Israel Museum, and they have a replica on site over there. Today, that little arch there is called Robinson's Arch. Let's see if I might be able to point it out to you, if you can see where my finger is. See where my finger is, right in that very area. And so I'll go in there. That is where Robinson's Arch would be today, discovered by Professor Robinson in the 1800s. So this is a beautiful construction of the Second Temple model here. And you can see here the Kidron Valley, which again would be right where my finger is, right here. That would be the Kidron Valley, the southern area of the Temple Mount. And of course, the eastern gate would be right there. And then, as I pointed out, the Antonia fortress where the Roman soldiers would be also be right over there. And again, a beautiful, beautiful reconstruction of the Second Temple period. And this is all based on what they read from Josephus, who was a 1st century Jewish historian. And so now you're looking at Jerusalem in the 1st century AD as Jesus would have saw it some 2,000 years ago. So this used to be at the Holy Land Museum, and that used to be, if you can see it in the distance right there, that big tall tower would have been the Holy Land Museum, where that temple, the model of this temple was at. And now, of course, they have it here at the Israel Museum. So it's beautiful, beautiful model of the Second Temple in the time of the Lord. August Rosado coming to you from the Israel Museum here in Jerusalem.